New information tonight on the controversy surrounding the Ohio Teachers Pension Fund. Attorney General Dave Yost has just filed subpoenas in his case involving STRS. He is suing to remove 2 members of the board, saying they are failing to protect retired educators' money. But others argue that this is all political games. Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow has been following through on this story, and she got these documents and found even more.
The legal battle continues between the state and 2 members of its teachers' pension fund, and educators are caught in the crosshairs.
Kind of into this fight. I'd certainly like to just be retired.
Retired educator Robin Rayfield has been pushing for transparency from the state teachers' retirement system. He leads the Ohio Retirement for Teachers Association, ORTA, a group of teachers that call themselves reformers. They've played a major role in electing board members who also want to change the financial system.
The reform majority has really only been in place for a couple of meetings.
And Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost also wants transparency. We obtained his 8 newly filed subpoenas. Back in May, Yost filed a lawsuit to remove STRS Chair Rudy Fichtenbaum and Reform Leader Wade Steen from the board. Yost accuses the pair of contract steering 70% of STRS assets to QED, a company that he says lacks legitimacy and has backdoor ties to both men. QED is run by former Ohio Deputy Treasurer Seth Metcalf and consultant J.D. Tremmel. Both received subpoenas, as did their company. The men must provide all communication between them and anyone related to STRS and Rayfield.
There's never been any money exchange between ORTA and either Seth or J.D. Tremmel. What they have provided to me is a level of knowledge or expertise that I simply don't have.
STRS, who was also subpoenaed, claims that QED and ORTA have worked together. But Rayfield believes he and QED are being targeted for being critical of the pension board. Legal expert Eric Chafee disagrees.
There's reason to believe that there may have been misconduct that rises to the violation of the law. Otherwise, they wouldn't have actually brought this matter.
But before Yost sent out the subpoenas, I did several of my own records requests to the pension fund, asking for all communication between the 2 board members and QED. Screenshots from Fichtenbaum's phone show that the board member used the encrypted app Signal to communicate with both Metcalf and Tremmel. This app automatically deletes messages after the receiver reads them. However, the call logs don't. Even after Yost filed the lawsuit, Fichtenbaum talked to QED leaders more than a dozen times throughout the following 2 weeks.
It's awfully strange that they're using apps that essentially will not allow their communications to come to light, that provide no record of them.
Metcalf gave us a statement saying QED has nothing to hide and has always followed the letter and spirit of the law. He added that millions of people use Signal. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.